So the first way that you're going to stop attracting and dating all of these younger, weaker boys is that you first need to become aware of the issue. That's the first step. And then you need to stop dating. Okay. You need to take a season for yourself to stop dating and stop being romantically involved with anyone, just because the option is out there. I mean, it's just like, yeah, I have the option to go to the bar because they're open 7 days a week until 2 a.m. every single night, but I don't have to participate in that. You know what I mean? So I have to make the conscious decision to restrain and keep myself at home so that way I can live a better, healthier lifestyle and not drinking until 2 a.m. every night. So, same thing. You need to walk the season of not being romantically involved with anyone in order to heal yourself in all of your love blocks and rewiring your brain and your nervous system to attract better, healthier partnerships. Now, after this, you might have to go through a whole cleanse, like a whole detox of where you're just kind of detoxing from everything that is negative and impure and kind of rebuilding a whole new life, like literally a whole new belief system, a whole new set of community, a whole new what music you're listening to, new things that you are consuming, new content that you are consuming and watching, which means that you need to train yourself to be more attracted to conversations and content and people that are serving and helping and healing. You know what I mean? You need to, kind of get involved with content that is more coaching and brainwashing, literally brainwashing yourself to learn from all of these coaches that can help you grow through your situation and get more in the habit of healing yourself. And this isn't always easy because it can be a season of, feeling a little bit of pain. The Bible says, do not be conformed to the ways of the world, but be transformed to the renewing of your mind. And people will spend their whole entire life running away from a pain that just requires, a few short weeks to sit with and to grieve through. And then it's over with. Then you never have to feel it again. Some people spend their entire, 60, 70, 80 years running away and avoiding that pain instead of just sitting with it for a small season. Again, just because the option is there doesn't mean we have to be available for that. Just because there are many, many men out there that we could be dating and that find us to be hot, sexy, and attractive doesn't mean that we are deserving of a relationship. Everybody deserves love. Love comes from within. Love is all around us. Love is abundant, but not everybody is deserving of a romantic partnership. Anyways, once you reach more feminine energy, when you're more in that feminine energetic state, then you can get out there and start dating again. And you'll be dating with a whole new approach. You won't be dating with this anxiousness, with this hardness, with this bitterness, with this resentment. You'll be dating with such a completely opposite energy of openness, willing to receive, this energy of appreciation for men and appreciation for what it is that they can do and what you will allow them to bring into your life and into your present. That's the foundation that you want to begin dating on, because when you don't, then you're really not in an energetic match to a healthy relationship. You're actually quite the opposite. You are an energetic match for something that is destined to fail, unfortunately, just because you may be starting out a relationship in opposite roles. You'll be starting out in role reversal, and that's never a healthy way to start. These things can be reversed. Like, these relationships can work if two people are really committed to making that work and committed to this sort of growth together, but it's very rare that they do overcome it. Once you become a more feminine, gentle, soft woman, you will not be attracted to these younger, weaker, wimpier, no work ethic kind of guys. These guys that don't want to provide and protect and be generous with their resources. You won't be attracted to that. That will become a very, very unfamiliar space to you. And that's exactly what you want to achieve. you will basically become the energetic match of the thing that it is that you are trying to attract. So when you are very morally strong, you're grounded in yourself, you express yourself as a strong feminine woman with high standards and is confident in herself and takes a lot of pride in who she is as a woman, but doesn't put her identity wrapped up into anything outside of God and herself, then you will attract those same kind of guys that are in that same energetic headspace as you are. Let me help you with some relatable context here. So, as for myself, I was dating a guy who I like had went on a date with a guy who had interest in me, and I never thought that it was going to go anywhere. I didn't really have much attraction to him. I just didn't care about, I wanted to date, but I didn't really care about where that date was going to lead me, because when I date as a feminine woman, I go in with no attachments to outcomes, right? And so, but, through progression of time, he was very persistent in his pursuit of me, and he made it very clear that he was very interested, and so he was very consistent in how he pursued a deeper, more personal relationship with me. And so because of that, because I went in with this very open-minded approach and with no attachment to any outcomes, even though I wasn't initially attracted to him, over time, and seeing how consistent he was and all of his traits and his generosity and how he was willing to provide for me in every way, I grew in attraction for him. This is important context because younger me understood nothing of that different energetic approach to dating and being courted. I wouldn't have approached it with the same lightheartedness and openness that I did, because I didn't understand the whole, progression and the necessary steps and stages of dating and being courted and kind of familiarizing yourself with someone and all of the traits that they kind of needed to show to you in order to, put them in this category of potential romantic match. So because I so firmly believe in men being providers, and that is my deepest core value, that they have to be men, they have to provide and protect, that a woman should never have to pay for a man, and especially when a man is courting her, a woman never has to take out her wallet. Because I believe all of these things, that is what I manifest in my reality, and no man comes into my energetic space who doesn't match and align with that. So I hope that this is a little more helpful for you, for those of you who have a hard time and you keep attracting consistently, and you have these patterns of attracting these weaker guys who don't really step up. They're not like masculine models for you, and they aren't willing to do what they have to do in order to provide and protect for you. If that is you, you can break out of this. Where there is a will, there is a way. But if you need further help on that, just go ahead and send me a DM, and I've got you.